Mrs. Walter. So my name is Jamie and I'm one of the community paramedics. Today I wanted to go over a couple of questionnaires with you. Is that okay?
Yes.
Perfect. So the first one's called the Edmonton Symptom Assessment System. And basically, I'm just going to ask you some questions about how you're feeling in relation to some things at this point in time. So
Okay.
when I ask you these questions, think about how you feel right now, not how you felt in the past or how you think you're going to feel later.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to give you a couple definitions of some of the questions I'm going to ask. Okay. When I talk to you about tiredness, we're kind of looking at a lack of energy. When we talk about drowsiness, it's like when you're feeling sleepy. I'm going to ask you about depression, so think, if you're feeling sad or not.
Okay.
I'm going to ask about anxiety, so examples like feeling nervous. And when I ask about your well-being, it's how you feel overall, just your general sense of self and how you feel.
Okay.
Okay. So this scale is rated on a scale of 0 to 10, and I'll give you a little explanation as I ask you each.
Okay.
So right now, when we think about pain, are you in no pain, which would be on the 0 end of the scale, or the worst possible pain, which would be a 10?
I'd say about a 3.
Okay. Now what about tiredness? So again, like a lack of energy. 0 being no tiredness, 10 being the worst possible tiredness.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired, so I guess I'll go with about a 7.
Okay. Now for drowsiness, so feeling sleepy. 0 being no drowsiness, and 10 being the worst possible drowsiness.
7 again.
What about nausea? So feeling like you might vomit, feeling upset in the stomach. 0 being no nausea, 10 being the worst possible nausea.
3.
Okay. Now in regards to appetite, no lack of appetite, so you're feeling able to eat, that would be 0, so there's no lack of appetite. Or 10 for worst possible lack of appetite, so you're not eating anything.
I guess about a 6.
Okay. Now for shortness of breath, so no shortness of breath, 0, or 10, worst possible shortness of breath.
I'd say about 2.
Now, for depression, so feeling sad, 0 being no depression, and 10 being worst possible depression.
1.
Okay. Anxiety, again, like feeling nervous, 0 being no anxiety, 10 being the worst possible.
A 1 again.
Okay. Now, well-being, so how you feel overall. 0 being best well-being, and 10 being worst well-being.
4.
Okay. Now, I know in relation to your cancer, it's affected your intestines, your colon. So a specific question in your case is regarding constipation. So 0 being that you've had soft stools, there's no constipation, everything's going well for passing bowel movements, and 10 being the worst possible, so you're not having any bowel movements.
No, I'm having bowel movements, but I'm definitely having constipation. So 6, 7, maybe a 7.
Okay. All right, so thank you for answering my questionnaire. I do have one other thing to show you.
Okay.
So here I have a diagram that discusses pain. Are you able to show me where you may have pain in the body?
I would say kind of like in this midsection.
Okay, so go ahead and circle the area that you would label it as.
Okay. Probably here, like this, maybe a little lower. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're going to move into our next assessment, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, Mrs. Walters, so we're going to move into the second assessment, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to talk to you about a few things, and and I'll discuss the scale with you after. So this is called the Palliative Performance Scale, and it just helps me and the team kind of assess where you are at the stage in your disease progression and where you're progressing as time goes on. Okay. So in regards to your ability to walk, how do you spend your day usually?
I don't really walk. I'm usually here on the couch.
Okay. Are you able to walk at all?
I need assistance.
Okay. So in general, you're saying you spend most of your day here. Okay. When we talk about your activity level, would you say that you're going to work still? You have normal function?
No, so I don't work anymore.
Okay, so you're not at work anymore. And what about day-to-day activities? So, getting up, going to the bathroom, doing your hair, cooking. Are you doing most activities or no?
Some, but I do have a lot of PSWs that come in and they help me with all my day-to-day stuff.
Okay. What about your self-care? Are you washing your body, brushing your teeth on your own, or?
No, that's usually lined up with when the PSWs come.
Okay. And would you say that they're taking care of you fully, or are you helping at all?
No, I am helping, but I do wait for them to come, and then we'll brush my teeth together, type thing.
So they're mainly helping you, but you're helping a little bit if you can.
Yeah.
Okay. What about your food intake?
So I'm still eating, but I'm definitely feeling I guess more full faster. So I've noticed that I'm eating less overall. I'm still having my meals, but they're not as big of meals, if that makes sense.
Okay. All right. And then have you noticed any feelings of confusion? Has anybody been telling you you're not making sense, or do you feel like you're fully with it? You're aware of what's going on?
I'd say I'm aware. I haven't noticed any issues, and I haven't had any comments made to me otherwise as well.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so thank you, and I'm just gonna kind of tally everything up, and then we'll discuss the results. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.